Hello students. Today we shall learn grammar in English. We speak words. Words are the parts of our speech. A word carries some meaning. For example, water. Water is a word. It shows some material. It spells W-A-T-E-R. It is pronounced as water. Monkey. It means an animal. It is pronounced monkey. It spells M-O-N-K-E-Y. Thus, there are many types of words in our speech. How many types are the words? The words are classified into 8 groups, 8 types. 1 to 8. The words can be nouns. Noun is a word used for person, place, thing, state or feeling. We name a person, we name a thing, an animal. Everything has a name. Name is called noun in grammar. Nouns help us to identify person, place or thing. What do we include in things? Things we can see with our eyes, we can taste, smell, touch or feel. These are all things. Some nouns are given special. They are called proper nouns. For example, India is a special name given to a country. Some nouns are given to the whole class or one member of the class. For example, cow. One cow or many cows. The whole group of cows, kind of cows. They are common to all. Cow, the name is common to all cows. It is also used for one cow. So therefore, such nouns are called common nouns. Some nouns are given to identify materials. For example, water, oil, glass, they are called material nouns. We talked about proper nouns, special nouns given to person, place, thing, like that. They are used for that person, place or thing only. For example, Ashoka, India, January. All proper nouns always begin with a capital letter. Some nouns are given to identify some group. For example, army, bunch, crowd, etc. Some nouns express some state or feeling. For example, bravery, hatred, idleness. These nouns can be only felt, they cannot be seen. They are called abstract nouns. So, words used to identify certain person, place or thing are called names or nouns. Now, second type of word is pronoun. Pronoun is a word used in place of noun, instead of noun. For example, I, we, you, he, she, they, etc. Some words express some sort of action or state. They are called action words or verbs. For example, to go, to speak, to write. Action words expressed along with to give their root form. We call it infinitive. A boy goes to the market. Pranav speaks well. Yogita writes with lovely letters. So, these are verbs, they express some action. Third type of words we talk verbs. The fourth type is adjectives. The words that are used to say something more about nouns are called adjectives, adding to the meaning of a noun. For example, cow. A cow is grazing in the field. Cow is a noun. Now suppose I say a brown cow is grazing in the field. Brown. How? Brown. Brown is the word to say something more about the noun cow. Therefore, brown is an adjective. Adjectives are the words used to modify, to say something more about noun. For example, good, hot, tall, many. Now, fifth type, adverbs. What are adverbs? Adverbs are the words used to say something more about words other than nouns. It may be a verb, it can be a pronoun, it can be an adjective also. So adverbs are the type of words that add to the meaning of words other than nouns. The words used to add to the meaning of noun are called adjectives, but except nouns, all other words, maybe pronouns, verbs, adjectives, or any group of words, they are called adverbs. Adverb can be used to add to the meaning of adjectives also. Next type of words, type 6, preposition. Preposition. Pre means in front. Positions means its position. Prepositions are the words used to show the relation between two or more words. They show the relation between other words. For example, in, on, up, above, out. The bird is sitting on a branch. On. Bird and branch. The relation between bird and the branch is denoted by on. Where is the bird sitting? On the branch. So it shows the relation between the word bird, the noun, and branch, another noun. So prepositions are the words showing relations between the nouns. Now, prepositions are also used to modify meaning of the verbs also. For example, to take means to take something, but if we add take for, to take for means to believe. So they are called prepositions followed by verbs. They modify the meaning of the verbs. Seventh type of words are called conjunctions. Con means together, junction means join. Conjunctions are the words used to join two other words. For example, and, or, but, because, so, etc. Conjunctions may join two other words, maybe noun and pronoun, two nouns, or two sentences also. They are joining words. Eighth and the last type of words are called interjections. Interjections. These are the words used to express sudden or strong feelings. They are spoken alone with some sort of expression of the feelings. They are independently spoken. They are not connected with any other words. For example, hurrah, oh, ah, wow, hey, like that. So these are the types of the words that we come across in our speech. In speaking, we express some idea or some fact. So, the words in a proper order that express some idea clearly and completely, that group of words is called a sentence. In speech we speak many sentences. What is a sentence? Sentence is a group of words in a proper order to express some idea completely. So, if the order of the words is not proper, it is not a sentence. If the group of words does not express complete idea, it is not a sentence. Sometimes some words express some idea, but not complete idea. So the group of words that express some idea, not complete one, is called a phrase. For example, on the table, it shows some idea, but not complete idea. But if I say, the book is on the table, this group of words express complete idea. It should be in a proper order. On the book, table is. This type of order does not express the idea properly. So, in a sentence, it is a group of words, it may be one or more. It should be in a proper order. It should express complete idea, complete fact. Thus, three things should be observed about sentence. Sentence may be of one word. For example, sit. That expresses complete idea. It is an order or suggestion. Sit on the chair. It also expresses complete idea. The boys regularly sit on the benches. This type of group of words also shows complete idea. Thus, the words expressing complete idea written in a proper order are called subjects. Are called sentences, sorry. Now, in a sentence, we say something about, and whatever we say is another part. So, a sentence can be divided into two parts. We say about something, and whatever we say is the another part. So something on what we say is called subject of the sentence. On for which we say something. Subject is that part of the sentence for which we say something, and whatever we say is called predicate. The subject has two parts. Sentence has two parts, subject and predicate. For example, the sun rises in the east. I say something about the sun. Therefore, the sun is the subject of this sentence. It shows a complete idea. I say something about the sun. It is the subject. Rises in the east is what I say about the sun. So it is called predicate part of the sentence. Second example we take, the little girl is playing. I say something about the little girl. So the little girl is the subject. Who? The little girl is playing. What do I say about the little girl? I say the little girl is playing. So is playing is the predicate of this sentence. Similarly, she likes to play guitar. Third sentence we take, banana is sweet in taste. I say something about banana. Banana is the subject of this sentence. What do I say about banana? Is sweet in taste. So this part is called predicate of this sentence. Banana is sweet in taste. What? Banana. Banana is the subject. Subject is the answer to the question what or who to the sentence. What is rising in the east? The sun. Who is playing? The little girl. What is sweet in taste? Banana. The answer to the question what or who becomes the subject. She likes to play guitar. I say something about she. Who? She. She likes to play guitar. Is predicate. That dog is barking loudly. What? That dog. So that dog is the subject of the sentence. That dog is barking loudly. That dog. What is that dog? That dog is barking loudly. If I say, come with me, it may so happen that subject may be hidden in suggestions, commands, requests, orders. The subject you is understood. Come with me, the group of words expresses complete idea. So come with me is a sentence. Come with me is predicate. The subject is hidden. You. Come with me means you come with me. Like that, the subject may be expressed or hidden. The subject may be a noun, a pronoun, or a group of words. Now, what are the types of sentences? Sentences may be declarative. They show some declaration, fact. Sentences can be used to ask questions. They are called interrogative sentences. They are used to ask questions. Some sentences can be used to make an order, command, request, suggestion, etc. They are called imperative sentences. And the fourth type, exclamatory sentences, show some sort of sudden feeling, good or bad feeling. They are called exclamatory sentences. What a fine scene, what a lovely picture, like that. They show some strong feeling, strong idea. Thus, we discuss about parts of the speech. There are 8 parts of the speech. We discuss about sentences. Sentences make complete sense. They have 2 parts, subject and predicate. Sentences are of 4 types: declarative, interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory.